Today, we are making delicious shrimp tacos, perfect for any occasion. Whether it's Taco Tuesday or just craving something delicious, these will hit the spot every single time. We'll start off with this shrimp because we're gonna let it absorb some of this flavor. So we're gonna start off with a half teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of pepper, and a quarter teaspoon of ground cumin, and a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And also, I went ahead and minced up one garlic clove. Throw that in there. We're just kind of gonna grab a pair of tongs and kind of swirl that around. Get all that seasoning on those shrimp. And we're just gonna kind of set this aside for a few minutes while we start cutting up some of our prep for the tacos. Okay, the first item on our prep list is a head of red cabbage. Now, I have literally never bought this at the store in my life before. This is the first time. It really adds a lot of texture to the dish. And we need about 2 cups of red cabbage, but it all really depends how much you decide to use. Just be careful while you're cutting it. But it's pretty easy. We're just chopping it up basically, but it adds a nice crunch and a nice bit of color as well, which doesn't really matter while you're eating it, but it'll look better on the thumbnail, that's for sure. But that looks good. We're just gonna get together 2 cups of this. Okay, sticking with our theme of purple food, we're gonna dice up a red onion, and we're just gonna kind of finely chop this up. I only ended up using about a quarter of a red onion because honestly, this is a lot of onion already as it is. There's no need to dice up the whole half. But if you're making more than a pound of shrimp, then you're more than welcome. Now this is all prepped up. Let's get into making the sauce for this. So the first ingredient in this sauce is 1/3 cup of sour cream. Next, we're gonna go in there with a 1/3 cup of mayo. Next on the list, we're gonna throw a half tablespoon of lime juice in there. We're gonna do about 3 quarter teaspoons of Sriracha. And lastly, we're gonna go in there with 3/4 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then we're just gonna mix this up. We should have a nice Sriracha mayo based sauce. That's really gonna balance well with the shrimp. Should have a little kick. It smells delicious. Just wanna make sure it's nice and well incorporated. We'll just put this in the fridge while we start to cook up that shrimp. Okay, at this point, shrimp's been kind of marinating for a little bit. We're gonna throw probably 2 tablespoons of olive oil in our pan. And kind of let that heat up a little bit. All right, this oil's been heating here for a few minutes. You can hear that sizzle when you drop in that shrimp. Looks delicious. Got a lot of nice seasonings on there. Shrimp doesn't take long to cook. It doesn't take long to overcook, and overcooking it can really mess it up. I mean, like anything else, the texture way different, rubbery. It's just not good. So you really want to make sure you're paying attention because 1 minute can make the world of a difference. Now, it really depends on the size of the shrimp. It's going to depend on how long you're going to cook it. Obviously, the smaller the shrimp, the less time it needs to cook. What we're really looking for is a pinkish, opaque color. So, because it's kind of translucent and then it begins to pinken. Also, as the shrimp cooks, it begins to curl even tighter. So those are 2 telltale signs that your shrimp is getting close to done. But for a large shrimp like I'm cooking here, anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but they are starting to tighten up and the color on them definitely starting to pinken. We probably got another minute or two and these are done. All right, this is exactly what we're looking for. Nice pink, curled up tight. We're done with these. We're just gonna transfer them over to a dish and we'll start prepping up these tacos. Little bonus tip too, which is what I'm gonna be doing, throwing the tortillas on here and just letting them kind of brown up, crispen up, soak up some of that flavor. We're gonna do that and then we'll start building these tacos. Wow, check out that amazing spread. Nice toasted tortillas, shrimp, guac, red onion, red cabbage, some cheese, that beautiful sauce we got there. I'm telling you guys, this is delicious. Let's build these. All right, first thing we're gonna do, go down with a little bit of sauce. Very important. Now you can use avocado. I'm choosing to use guac. You can use either or. I just find that guac has more flavor, adds a little bit more to the dish. Now it's time to add that shrimp. Delicious shrimp. Nice 4 pieces of them. Don't be skimpy with the shrimpy. Next, we'll do a little red cabbage. Give us a nice little crunch. Then we'll do a little bit of red onion here. Nothing crazy. Red onion's one of my favorites. It adds so much flavor. I love putting it on sandwiches. It makes pretty much any sub 10 times better. Throw a little bit of cheese on there. And lastly, we're just gonna kind of dollop a couple more little dollops of this sauce on there. And that looks good. And lastly, we'll add the lime wedge. All right, guys, it's done. Take a look at that. Looks absolutely beautiful. Smells delicious. So many different flavors in there. We're gonna try it. Let's get into it. That's incredible. The flavor in there is amazing. It's actually got a lot of heat in there. I think that's from, you know, the cayenne pepper, and also a little bit from, I guess you got a little bit from the onion, and then the sriracha sauce, you know, that's in the sauce. Delicious. It's got a great balance of flavor. Throw a little bit of that lime juice on afterwards. Perfect, great textures in there. Guys, you gotta try this one out, especially if you're a seafood lover. If you don't like seafood, I'm sorry for you. I love seafood, one of my favorite things. Lobster, you know, certain fish, you know, nice flaky fish, shrimp, crab. Oh my God, delicious stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys get to try this out for yourself. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.